Right, it's been a while. Voila. I'm not a twink. Shut up. There we go. Just move this out of the way. Oh crap, on the stick. Alright, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Hold up. Sorry, I had to lift my mouse. So, and just move this fucking thing out of the way. Is the music too loud? If the music's too loud, I'll lower it still, but you're gonna have to give me some time. I have to operate on a non-padded mouse. There we go. Kinda works now. There we go. So, I have important news. Wednesday, I defend my master's thesis. I mean, I lowered it now. If it's still too loud, I'm just gonna... I mean, I'm far away from the mic. That's also the key thing. Well, let me just... There we go. There we go. Should be working now a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Next Wednesday. Master's thesis, defense, and done. Then I won't have to do anything till a year. Till next year. Yeah, a little bit more, or a little bit less than a year and a half. Because that's the bar exam. Oh boy, I'm fucked. I'm just gonna move this because it's gonna be irritatingly in my way. Oh crap, I forgot to grab my brushes. Hold up. There we go. You get the you will get to... Oh, kurwa. Ah, there we go. Didn't spell. Great. You'll get the giraffe of judgment. There we go. So, what are we doing now? We're painting, finally. Now, I was supposed to paint with scuff. However, we couldn't schedule any miniature painting that I could comfortably arrive. So, it was sadly a bummer, but I managed to participate in a couple things. It's a great honor to do charity. She raised fucking over 3k. The goal was 1k, so massive. Ah, crap. Ads. I'll pause the music as well. Actually, no. People on the red side might be here as well. Alright, hold up. We'll wait a little bit. Yeah. You know her as Taiga. You know, she changed her name and shit like that, so yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah, it's fucking great. It's fucking great. So proud of her. Genuinely, like, I'm speechless. I'm genuinely speechless. But yeah, today we'll be painting some Mark 6 Assault Marines. So, I don't glue the jump packs on. Because they get in the way on some stuff. Sure, you can block it blocks some side, but my guy, I can't paint the back. So I do sub assemblies and in a way that completely makes my workload 10 times harder. Well, what can you do? Because I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't know that was unpainted. even if I prime it black, it would piss me off. Like, it would be constantly gnawing in the back of my brain. Yeah, I got confused. Yeah, it's hard to, like, I've been calling her that the old name for years, and you know, so it's kind of a tough habit to break. But hey, she fucking did it. Gotta respect it. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush, but yeah, master's degree almost done. I'm preparing my defense, and then I'll have finally energy. Yo, Barry, what you doing? Then I'll finally have energy to actually do shit. Like, you all don't understand what a master's thesis is a fucking titan. And then you gotta defend it. Oh, that's another Boston in the making. Yeah, I threw a couple bucks in the event, so it was gonna go to some stupid shit anyway, so might as well give it to charity, you know. I had it, so why not? I'm not a femboy. Fuck off, mate. Do you see the model right now? No. For some reason I can't. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Maybe. Oh my fucking god, did I delete it? Oh no, I didn't. Ha! Suck off. There we go. Now the Vtuber tag makes sense. So, why am I painting these guys instead of wait, hold up. I have to put on my competitive stereotypical competitive player voice.
Why aren't you painting assault intercessors? Firstborn Marines are legends. No, they don't have rules anymore.
First off, I'll be damned if I pay for 2 boxes. Each box is 5 guys. Alright? 120 euros. When I can just ask my friend who has an employee discount for a box of 10 so that I pay 40 euros or bucks for it. Which was available in stock, by the way. Why the fuck would I pay more? These guys have the same loadout as assault intercessors. 2, they look much better. So, I'm not modeling to win. I'm not game maxing. I am just painting miniatures that I like. In addition, that they have the same legal loadout. Ergo, fuck off. Like, seriously, Warhammer is already a fucking expensive hobby to begin with. Like, I'm an unpaid intern. By law, I have to be unpaid, sadly. I save up money. Alright? For months to buy a box. I have some money saved up for my Italy trip. Just so that I can go to a Warhammer shop that is not in Serbia or in the fucking region whatsoever. And buy my minis there as my souvenirs. Some buy food and stuff like that. I've eaten everything in fucking northern Italy. Like, if it fucking exists, I have eaten it. Nonna has made it for me. Alright? I have tasted everything in Italy. Some stuff is based, by the way, fucking overrated. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Some Italian food is fucking overrated. I know I'm gonna get a vendetta now. But some is just overrated, man. Like, for instance, pasta matriciana. I don't like it. I think, I know it's one of the 5, you know, Roman pastas, you know, the gold standards. I don't like them. I don't like it. I prefer fucking cacio and pepe than a matriciana. Then again, I'm not that much of a fan of tomato sauces to begin with. But but yeah, you get my point. The Italy trip is soon coming as well. Well, since I can comfortably fit this fucker in there, I'm just gonna... But yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm painting these guys. Also, Mark IV, my favorite armor mark, is coming. And I'm pissed. And I'm gonna show you why in a sec. I'm actually pissed. They nearly nailed. GW nearly nailed it. Nearly nailed it. And it's to give you something of a description what I'm gonna show you. It's the embodiment of fucking corporate laziness. Yeah, nearly nailed it. You're gonna see why I say that. You're gonna see. Don't worry. Once you see it, you'll get me. It's something that I can't. It's something not explainable. You have to show it. There we go, and I'm just gonna paint the inside here as well. No, that I can. There we go. And you just go there. Ah, my finger. Good thing it's the weekend, so me having painted fingers is not gonna be an issue, especially in what? Almost shoot no deer. I'm gonna show it. Hold up. Let me just clean up the brush so the paint doesn't dry while I'm trying to get the 2 images I want to show you. Well, it's 3 actually. They're 3, and you're gonna see why why me and a lot of people are disappointed. Like, it's nearly perfect, but then again, 3D printers exist, and I have the STL file for that specific thing. So I'm safe. I don't know how other people are, but I'm safe. Event companion, what the fuck? Oh, fuck off. I'm just gonna I just have to find it. There we go. Open image here. Alright. There we go. Image new tab. Okay. Alright. Alright, so Vabam. So this is the old Mark IVs. Like, this is my favorite Space Marine Mark armor. Like this, then Mark II or 3, then Mark V, then 6. Like, I'm like Mark 7 is the classic, but I don't count it right now. I also vehemently dislike Mark 10. Like them changing it to now have old helmets and stuff like fits much better. But yeah, and notice the boxy little jetpacks. Perfect, sleek, and this is the new ones. These are the same jump packs I'm painting currently, which are Mark 6. Look, the helmets nailed it. The bodies, the torsos, they fucked it up. There shouldn't be a fucking clasp here. It should be armored plate. But the legs, shoulder pads, all in all, almost nailed it. But look at this. Look at this. This design, like this guy specifically. This is cool as fuck. Especially the reinforced chest piece, alright? This is half decent, but you can clearly see corporate laziness. Well, we'll just recycle. Like, bitch, you already made Mark II jump packs that are distinctly different, alright? Why can't you make this one? I know why. Because people were, especially Blood Angel players, bitching about the jump packs for Sanguinary Guard. But yeah, corporate laziness. That's my TED Talk. Nothing wrong with the Mark 6 jump packs, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with them. Hey Badger. I'm bitching about the new Mark 4 armor while painting Mark 6. Hey Prime, how you doing, brother? Also, sorry for the ads that that happened. I can't control it. Like, genuinely, I can't control the ads. It's Twitch. I'm also dual streaming on other places, by the way. Specifically the YT, you know, under the Twitter. I'm currently there as well. So, you know, make sure to go there as well if you don't like ads. Well, Twitch ads specifically. Oh yeah, Badger, did you get the Armageddon box yet? I want some first-hand reviews. Like, look, Mark 6, it works. Like, there's an armored chest piece, you know, reinforced. Makes sense. The Mark 4s, ad free, yeah. But the Mark 4s, like, it just has a fucking clasp. Like, my guy, you killed their swag. Like, fuck's sake, dude. Like, GW, all you had to do is make a 1-to-1. 20th at the earliest. That makes sense. I'm kind of my sense of pre-order estimates is a little bit whack because GW for some reason ships to us Serbs, or if you're not in Western Europe, much earlier. And I get my 9th edition Indomitus box set. I got it before even the partnered YouTubers. Like, legitimately, I got my Indomitus box for starter 9th edition. You know, Space Marines Necrons. Right? 2 weeks before content creators launched. A week, no, not 2 weeks. A week before content creators made their videos. You know, showcasing the miniatures and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and me being the Redditor that I am, I'm like, Do I post pictures and leak every single sprue or not? Five business days? My guy, you're in the UK, you're local. How the fuck does it take 5 fucking days? Actually, no, don't answer it. It's the fucking UK. Nah, it's the fucking UK. They're everything's a disorganized mess there. Pay no heed to my bitching. I corrected myself. I have, as what the Twitter folks say, have educated myself. I could have collected it from the store, but I didn't want to go. Yeah, fair. Honestly, same. Make you a cunt at the same time. I don't think you ever deny being, well, if the occasion asks for it. No, I have never denied that I'm not that I'm a cunt. I am a cunt. I'm a lawyer, for fuck's sake. I'm a lawyer. My guy. I will eventually, as an attorney. Well, I don't plan to be an attorney at start when I pass the bar. But eventually, all roads lead to being an attorney, alright? I will either defend some scummy people, or represent some scummy people. You know? You have to be a fucking cunt to actually do that. If you aren't, you're gonna become one. Like, whether you like it or not, you are gonna become a Bellan eventually. Oh yeah, Badger, you weren't here in the beginning. Wednesday, master's thesis is getting defended. Yeah. Yeah. The saga of the thesis, the master's degree is finally coming to an end on Wednesday. I just have to defend my thesis. Yeah. Now, normally that is kind of a done deal, you know. It passed all the exams. It got approved by not just your mentor, but the board member or members who are in there specifically to grade you. But I have anxiety disorder. I'm a fucking anxious bitch. And sadly, it's a disorder. I can't help it. Okay, I'm big. Kurvo jedna. I am basically just dry brushing these fucking bitches. Thankfully, it's so fucking hot here that the paint is actually that the paint is actually fucking drying at the speed of light. This is why I have a wet palette. It keeps my paint dry as shit. There we go. Alright, job done for you. I'm also what you call, for if you're new, what I'm doing is I don't call myself a bitch. Just become a Denny Crane. Shoot the person you got to the oh my god, I wish I sometimes have to. Like, seriously, you don't understand, Badger. You don't understand how many defense attorneys have that feeling. That need. Depending on who they defend. But yeah, what I'm doing now is called batch painting. So basically, I'm sticking to one color, and I'm painting only one color for specific body parts I attend. Therefore, when I get to the next part, painting the arms and stuff like that, the different color, this is fucking dry. Or if I have to paint a second layer, you know? It also prevents paint mixing, you know? So yeah. And since I am most of what I'm painting is purple, like here, I hit the holster. Okay, big whoop, but it's gonna be painted over. I don't care. I'm just using a flat brush because 80% of the miniature is fucking purple. So I'm just don't care for the world. I'm just, if I hit something, I hit it. Oh, fuck off. Android update. All of a sudden, I swear to God, Android updates are like Windows updates. They just come out of nowhere. But at least for Android updates, I can actually stop them from happening. I'm not forced. You are a lot of things, but not a bit. I kind of am sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like like, look, there's a reason why my hands shake all the damn time. It's anxiety disorder. Anything I do, basically, is triggering anxiety for me. Like, performing. I'm technically performing for you all. I'm somewhat glad that I'm a small as fuck streamer, because this is more like a chat between mates than anything else. It's kind of the perk of being a nobody. Like, you can just chat shite. Ah, mamuti jebe. I'm also blessed with the fact that, like, I know I constantly brag about my law degree, and I should. I fucking suffered 7 years, to get it. Like, actually suffered. Like, I should have passed it 3 years ago, but then COVID, my heart attack, and extremely fucking suspicious professors. And before you ask, welcome to Serbia, part of the course. But being someone with this kind of a degree, okay, I kinda don't give a shit about clout. Like, clout is very important content creation in general on the internet as well, because you get shit done when you have that. More doors open for you. Clout exists also in the real world. There's different types of clout. My clout is different from here in content creation, but I kinda don't give a shit. Now, to my detriment, that is kinda severely limiting me. But then again, I would be a complete fucking idiot if I don't focus on my degree, or specifically on what I suffered to get to. I'm starving it. Well, got coffee. Anyway, now here's the thing. Like, when shit hits the fan, I come up. Like, I step up. I'm fully like, I'm one of the rarest VTubers that is completely, well, nearly self-aware. Like, nearly completely self-aware how I am. It took me 28 years to get there, but I am completely self-aware of who I am, what my tendencies are, my flaws, and my perks. Pardon me, virtues. The correct term is virtues. I know I'm a cunt, but I'm a cunt to specific types of people in specific situations. Most of the time, I'm not. Even though it bites me on my arse all the damn time. What can I do? I'd rather be a good person. But back to this. I don't give a shit. On I mean, there are multiple people. Yes. My mom asking me if did I take my meds. I have. It's allergy meds. The 4 weeping willow trees that I'm horrendously allergic to that are in front of my apartment complex have bloomed or starting to bloom. And so my fucking allergies plus sinusitis are kicking in. You all don't understand how much mucus is in my fucking in my sinuses and in my throat. Grandfather Nurgle will be fucking envious of me. Just play with your toys in the corner of the room. Yeah, like seriously, like the reason why I have not I've already finishing the script for the corn lore video, by the way. The reason why I haven't done a lot of that is because of my master's degree. Like seriously, oh god. After I'm writing, after I proofread, after I test for plagiarism and stuff like that, I'm allergic to letters. To reading letters. Like, for the lore videos, I have to do research. I have to revise. I have to write. If I want anything to be even somewhat decent, I have to write a script first. When you're writing something like this intense, like a master's degree, like it's a Goliath. Especially if you're law, and especially if you're like me, international law, politics, and diplomacy. It's a clusterfuck. At that point, I just don't want to see a book, a paper, nothing. Like, I sit there, and I just stare at the fucking paper. It's not even burnout, it's just tired. Like, I know what I want to write. It's just, I can't. Like, the idea is there. It's just, I don't want to. That's the problem. Like, I've wrote fucking 50 pages of pure fucking analytical masterpiece, if I say so myself. The topic is also, by the way, I was debating on whether I should do... Oh, here comes the politics. Actually, there were 3 things. One was the gross incompetence of the United Nations. Alright? The second was the current fucking conflict between Israel and Palestine, or Israel-Iran. Or Serbia's foreign policy goals of integrating itself into the European Union. I chose the third one. Me and my professor, who is the dean, by the way. Yes, the dean is my mentor. That's how good I am, motherfuckers! Basically said, well, the UN is grossly incompetent by nature, but it's a clusterfuck to write. You don't have a lot of material to read and look upon. You're gonna have to do a lot of shit. And that's more of a PhD topic than anything else. Israel-Palestine, okay. It's a currently evolving situation. So it's gonna be a pain in the ass when you write it, when you finish it, and all of a sudden something very important happens, and you gotta put it in. And by that time you already finished it, so you won't be finishing it on time. So just do this. There's a plethora of materials that are free. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have to bitch now. Okay, I'm gonna bitch now. I extremely hate the gatekeeping of educational material. Books, you know, that are extremely important, alright? Scientifical papers that are extremely fucking important, you know, for further evolving any kind of science is paywalled. Like all the books I found, oh, you have to subscribe here. Oh, you have to pay 30 quid for the PDF of this. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I have to pay 30 fucking British pounds? That's 40 fucking euros for a book. Motherfucker. Like, I get it. It's if it's like something like Harry Potter and stuff like that, limited edition, like Lord of the Rings, older edition stuff like that from the 80s and shit. I fucking get it. But scientific research is gatekept to ever-living fuck. Oh, a couple of them did. I literally did. I asked a Croatian guy, a Croatian professor. He wrote a fantastic book about integration, specifically Serbia. Unbiased, by the way. For some reason, this guy was not shitting on us. Croatian. He just fucking... Here. Fuck him. What are they gonna do? Stop me? The author gave me the fucking book himself. I don't care. But usually they don't, because then they're gonna get in legal trouble and stuff like that. This guy did it because as we call Nashismo of the Balkans, and he's like basically, fuck it. Yeah, no. Fuck the capitalists and shit like that. But details. But yeah, like it was a pain in the ass to find. Thankfully, a lot of the stuff I need is on the in my country's Ministry of Foreign Works and Ministry of European Integration. A lot of the documents and reports and stuff like that are there for free because they have to be. So it kinda was. It was kind of a blessing that, because we have to like publicize everything and explain everything publicly, why this and this and this, it kind of really saved my ass. I fully understood why the professor wanted me to pick this one. The material that I need is not as much gate kept as others. Oh boy. Like, I also somewhat heavily criticized the EU, but for a lot of different reasons. Now, I focused mostly on the integration policies and stuff like that. I didn't focus on the other stuff. But I have some words after that, but that's not for this channel, that's for the commentary channel. That's where I can actually flex my my masters. I actually can. Okay. Number 3, number 3's purples is nearly done. There we go. Très magnifique. There we go, and just put him where he was, because every single one of their arms is specifically, you know, categorized. And get my brush wet so that I can. Oop, oop, oop. There we go. That's a little bit too thick. I'm just gonna move it right here and slap. Choice of words for those folks, but it's not my area. EU? Yeah. It's a clusterfuck, but save it for the commentary. I'm saving it for the commentary one. I have a lot of stuff planned. Because I'm gonna, after this, I'm gonna really grind my gear, maybe to get monetized on YouTube, on whatever channel I have, like the main one, the Warhammer one, the commentary one. Yeah, I'm gonna grind the ever-living crap out of it. Because, yeah, I want to buy a new PC. Like, this one is showing age, and since I am by law required to be an unpaid intern for 2 years. Well, for me it's a year and a little bit year and a half, and my parents don't want to help that. They're born in the 60s, alright, old school. They think a PC, even though my dad's in IT, they all think PCs is Satan. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So I kind of am, sadly, locked because gatekeeper. Time to sell feet pics. No, because specifically, no, because I know for a fact, I know a couple of people who will actually pay for that. Like, I'm not kidding. Some of my friends would pay for that shit. This is not the area to speak my grudges. You've been on country and you're gonna hear the shit those folks. Yep. Yeah. I know. You know what they like. It's not as bad as what they do to us, but it's a kind of a what the fuck. A little bit like, why are you acting like this to them? Yeah. But yeah, back to the point. Badger, have you seen the new Mark IV miniatures? Oh boy. I have a few choice of words. They completely removed the swag of the old Mark IV. Well, not completely. It's like a 50-50 split for me. It's disappointing. Like, it's pure corporate laziness. I don't know if you were here, hear my TED Talk, my bitching about it. It's my favorite mark. And sadly, I'm going to buy the ever-living crap out of it because it's the armor for Blood Angels, like they were for Horus Heresy. I completely advertised with Mach 4. Yeah, I think you should really. Like, it's getting more and more accessible. A lot of the shit is in plastic. The 3D printing community is also extremely good. Hit me up if you need some. Of course, Barry comes out of the lurker's pit the moment you mention feet. My bigger. Oh yeah, it definitely fucking does. Don't get me wrong, the problem is, like, the unique miniatures are Forge World and I can't buy them. They don't... Forge World shit doesn't ship here. No, they don't ship to my club. And if I order directly from the store, from the online shop, like I did before, I should probably fucking just jump. Like, nah. Like, if you're not from the Western EU, ordering from from GW's webpage is a curse. Like you have more chance of if you're from either Germany, France, England, well, the UK specifically, but key point England, or Spain, because they have official stores, they ship them to there, and yada yada yada. Okay, a little bit of a break time. I already painted half of them purple, which is like 80% of their coat done. Let me just check on the sergeant, because I painted him first. Ah, there we go. See what I mean? Sometimes the paint mysteriously decides to not comply. And how dare they don't comply? You know what happens when you don't comply in the Imperium? You get virus bombed. Or in this case, they just put the fucking atmosphere of Birmingham onto your plan and call it a day. Oh yes, because of the... Okay, I also DM, you know. I play D&D DM, but I mostly DM Vampire the Masquerade stuff. I had a long campaign set in Birmingham, and because of that, I decided to completely, and I do mean completely to the autistic level, research Birmingham. Just so that, because I was trying to depict it as like near gang war zone, a really shit place, you know, stuff like that. Vampires, clans are duking it out. The police are, well, the special forces, the Inquisition coming in as well. And then I read it and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. I'm just literally fucking describing in real life Birmingham. Like, I'm genuinely, like, one of the plot, the start of the plot points is mass ritualistic shankings, you know, and stuff like that happening and stuff like that. And I'm just reading about Birmingham incidences. I'm like, I'm just depicting the fucking actual news. I then described it to my friend, Evie, you know, we all know Locked Voices, because she's Serbian, but she grew up in England. I described it to her, she's like, you're just describing actual Birmingham to me. Like I was depicting it as an actual fucking like barely contained anarchistic hellhole. And she's just like, no, that's Birmingham in general. Fuck! Like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, the issue is, I'm trying to make it into a shithole, but how the fuck do you make a shithole worse? Oh no. My pale skin. It... What the fuck just happened? Oh my god. The cap just blew off. What the? Oh no, it spilled on here. What the fuck? I can't even see it. I don't know where the fuck it went. I just heard a thump, and I can't see where it landed. Oh crap, I hit my... earphones. Oh god. Okay. I don't know what just happened. It just... Oh god. Thank god I didn't, like, I held it upwards. Like, this was bound to happen with, you know, putting it there because it's clogged. Like it's genuinely clogged. And because of the fucking air pressure, it fucking exploded. Now I have to find the... Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, yes. This is the curse of shitting on Birmingham. Ah, there it is. Oh, it didn't stain the fucking mattress. Okay, good. This is actually great. It didn't stain it. My mom would have killed me. Oh! But the wall is stained. Alright, hold up. I have to clean the wall. My God almighty. Like, it somehow managed to miss the entire monitor, ricochet off the wall, like it ricocheted off the fucking wall, hit the bed. Like, wow. Like, wow almighty. Okay, that was a clippable moment. Fucking hell. God, I have to clean the wall now. Alright. Luckily it's acrylic paint, so I just need some good old alcohol and it's done. Like acetone and shit. There we go, good as new. God almighty, that was a one hell of a moment. It's still clogged, by the way. I have to figure out how to unclog it. Yeah, I need a paperclip. I need something much thicker than this needle. I genuinely need a paperclip. Đale! Imaš li neku spajalicu ili nešto? Spajalica, osušila se farba na nekom ulazu za boju i moram da probušim. Yeah, like this is completely clogged, and I use this paint like hell. I have to check all my paints now, just in case. Yeah, so, good news. I'm showing you how hobbyists. There we go. There we go. There's air. Here's the air. There we go. Just like going to the urologist. Alright. We improvised fixing, folks. Alright. Back to painting. That was supposed to be my coffee break, however, God said no. Alright, I just have to now move it away from this little blob of paint. God almighty, how much paint? How the fuck did it dry up? That's my problem. Like, how the fuck did it dry up? I'm just gonna... Like, I'm making sure that all my paints are up to stuff. But then again, it was absolutely fucking horribly for the past week, 2 weeks. Warm, like extremely warm. Like, I put them far away from the window in a cupboard, in a box. You know? Just so that the paint doesn't dry up. I touch my paints before 10th edition. I mean, if you store them correctly, they're gonna last forever. You just have to fucking make sure to shake them. Okay, our fresh hasn't dried up, which is marvelous. That is also a paint I extensively use. Alright, back. So I'm taking a coffee break for the new viewers. Like, I'm currently blessed by the fact that the explosion of the paintball didn't splatter everywhere. That is extremely not should be splattered on. I am extremely glad that didn't happen. So back to me making a Birmingham a living hellhole. Jokes aside, what was I talking about? Like, what led up to the Birmingham talk? I was a DM and stuff like that. Like the paintball exploding is a. Not gonna lie, threw me off way far. Vampire, the Masquerade, yeah. But what led up to that? Like, I specifically had a point, but I forgot the point. Never mind. Never mind. It's gonna be lost to time. We will never know. Not even me. I may be 28, but Alzheimer's is kicking. For VTubing standards, I am ancient. I mean, actually, for the English VTubing standards, I am. Like, seriously, like, I've been streaming since 2021. I'm not the 2020 kids, you know, the OGs, but I am technically considered an OG. Well, by indie EN standards. Oh boy. '20, baby. Yeah, I know. VTubing has come since that's the topic now. Wait, why has the music stopped? Playlist finish? Or did I pause it? Oh, I think I paused it actually. Oh no, it just ended. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat it. VTubing has come for a long time. Like, there's so many now different different types of VTubers. Like, seriously, like the basic bitch model of VTubing is kind of over, because there's a VTuber for everything, which is amazing, by the way. It kind of opens me up to a lot of stuff that I can't do. There are thankfully Warhammer VTubers, but I don't think any of them are actually doing proper lore videos, and I think that's the niche I am going to extensively fill. Because here's the thing, I very much am planning to release. I don't know how algorithmically. Actually, no. I think if I upload 2 in the same day, it genuinely doesn't matter. So to say sorry for the extensive amount of not making videos, I'm planning to do a double upload focused on corn, and then later on Nurgle is going to be the focus, and then I'm going for Zinch, and then that will be it for the Chaos Gods for then. I'm going, there's a specific order I am planning, if you can tell, because the next video is gonna be the War in Heaven, and it's gonna be the Necrons then. Well, the Necrons are specifically going to be the main focus. Then it's gonna be the Orcs. On corn. And then it's gonna be the Eldar, specifically Craft World Eldar. Well, Eldar in general, then the Craft World Eldar. Then it's gonna be Slanesh, and then it's gonna be the Dark Eldar. As you can tell, I'm doing it in chronological order. Yeah, it's gonna be a chronological order. Sorta. I don't. The problem is the Votann. The Votann are a weird thing. They are a new faction. Well, a new race. New. In heavy quotation marks, because that is the squats. Like nothing. No matter how much GW are saying, well, they're actually cousins of squats. They're not the squats themselves. They're nearly dead, all of them. Like, bitch, please, come on, it's the squats. I know why they're not calling them the squats, because of inclusivity reasons. But I don't think anybody with dwarfism would mind them calling the dwarves being called squats. The faction. Better bring it back, because that's probably how they will call it. And it kind of sounds metal as fuck. But nah, I get it. Fine. But I don't know what should I do after the Dark Eldar? Like, like, it completely makes sense to then go Imperium, the history of humanity, the rise of the Imperium. Then you go to the Great Crusade. Then it's the Space Marines. That's the Space Marines are gonna get milked to shit. But where do I put the Votan? Like, the Tau are dead last. Because, well, they were supposed to be. But... actually, no. The Harlequins, then the Dark Eldar. Because it kind of makes sense the Harlequins be after Slanesh. Because their whole thing revolves around Shegorath managing somehow to escape getting warred by Slanesh. Like, that's his whole shtick. I did the elven fuckery and managed to escape. How? It's a mystery, even to myself. Like, I mean, actually, we know actually how the fuck he did it. He just hid in the web way. And people are gonna be, and the dwarf lovers are gonna say, well, that's cowardice, and I'm like, okay, but would you let yourself be eaten by Slanesh? Like, no. Like, you would be getting the fuck away as humanly possible. They're gonna be saying, well, Cain actually. Cain is an idiot. He got himself broken into multiple countless pieces, shards, and his whole purpose, his sole purpose of existence is just helping a Primarch being power scaled. Like, I swear to God, the Elder get done dirty a lot. Like, people bitch about the retcons about the Custodes, but they don't bitch about the fucking Wraithbone retcon. Like, seriously? Can we talk about the Wraithbone retcon for a hot minute, alright? Like, seriously. Wraithbone was supposed to be a material made by... that's basically growing as a side effect of the Eldar, you know, in the craft worlds. Dying and stuff like that, where Spirit Seers, it's kind of semi-sentient. You have to actually like do psychic singing, hands full of bone singers and stuff like that. Spirit Seers, bone singers have to like wield and stuff like that. It was kind of magical, quasi-magical and stuff like that. And then all of a fucking sudden, like, all of a fucking sudden, it's just like, oh, it's just psychoconductive metal. I mean, like, honestly, like, here's the thing. It kind of helps my my fanfic, you know, my homebrew, because the chief librarian of my chapter, you know, who I took inspiration, whose plot I took inspiration from, the Golden Throne series, the Shadow of the Throne series, you know, where an Inquisitor and the Dark Eldar shanked each other, their blood mixed, and somehow the Dark Eldar's soul is now in his body. I'm gonna get a Farseer model, I'm gonna paint it as a ghost, I'm gonna magnetize it so I can like put it like the aspiration, like twin souls, you know. And because of that, he has his Spirit Stone in his weapons, and it's made out of Wraithbone, so he can psychically shape it into however the fuck he wants. It saves my ass. Saves my fucking ass. For, potentially damaging my models. And it's like, oh, it's Wraithbone now, and he can just psychically shape it however the fuck he wants. But... it's kind of a bullshit, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate the fact that I thought about it also long ago, before that retcon happened. It was like a low effort bullshit move, and somehow they made it canon. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the Wraithbone retcon was completely unnecessary. And why did they do it? Because the Bone Singer model is discontinued. Yes. Yes. You know, the model, the spirits here, I think, for it, completely discontinued. Like, they decanned it, you know, like, that's why they retconned it, because they don't want to sell the miniature anymore. I'm like, GW, are you actually fucking pulling my fucking... Are you actually pulling my penis? Like, are you actually pulling my ball? Like, what in Slanesh's ball sack? Like, GW is like hit or miss. And there's this stupid fucking thing about Age of Sigmar. Like, the rumored end times for Age of Sigmar. Like, I am extremely hoping it's not the case. Because here's the thing. The old world is selling. It's like selling. They wouldn't make, they wouldn't revamp the Norse, they wouldn't make a whole damn new faction cafe if it wasn't selling. Like, sure, the game is extremely hard carrying it, but if the miniatures weren't selling, they wouldn't beat an eyelash. This is GW we're talking about. If it's not selling, it's getting canned. Unless it's 40k. Well, specifically Space Marines. No, it's the rumor is called a Age of Sigmar Battle World. Basically, here's the rumor. Archaon somehow manages to pull his fucking shit. Somehow becomes a new Chaos God as well, by the way. He manages to create a ritual where he's basically going to destroy all of the realms. Sigmar intervenes, he dies. In the room. Are you fucking kidding me? Did you actually dislodge yourself? Oh my god. Hold up. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but apparently my glue wasn't enough. However, I have glue. It's an easy fix. Just gonna put the metric shit ton of glue on you now, and you're never gonna fucking break off. I'm glad that it's on the model now, so that I can actually do it properly. So yeah, Sigmar fucking dies. But the worlds now condense themselves into basically new Earth. Yeah, New Earth. So the Stormcasts exist. However, because Sigmar is fucking dead, they can't. I don't know how to explain it, but they now all contain somewhat of his essence. They are no longer in basically fantasy heaven. They have monasteries. Yep. If you're seeing more Space Marine parallels to them, congratulations. Yes. Reforging's kind of a pain in the ass to do. Even more so than before. Okay, why the fuck are you not getting glue out? There is glue. Why isn't it coming out? Why isn't it coming out? Why aren't you coming out? Get out. Aha! I'm just gonna slobber this shit. I'm gonna slobber you all with super glue. I put a thick layer of super glue now. If it dislodges itself, it's weak. And weakness disgusts me. Yeah, the rumor is that it's that, they create new kingdoms now. One of them is a rumored Bretonia wannabe. Teclis somehow survives. I think that's a plot point eternally with Teclis. Teclis somehow survives. And he's like now the head honcho for Order with Tyrion. And now they're all, but yeah, and now all of the realms coalesced into one world, and now there's an. Who wants to be French? I mean, here's the thing. I kind of plan Old World, and I do plan to get Bretonia. I like Bretonia. I'm gonna straight up say it. I like Bretonia. I always wanted that army. I played my friends High Elves for Warhammer Fantasy. I could, however, I'm waiting for their refresh, which is not gonna happen anytime soon, and I just love those Foot Knights. Oh, I love those Foot Knights. I am seriously the champion, okay? The champion for that box is automatically going to be my Paladin D&D miniature. Yeah, straight up. Skaven's not. Well, Skaven is not supported. Well, in Age of Sigmar they are, but not in Old World. They don't have. Well, they have rules, but their rules are never gonna get up. They're not gonna get updated. And and can I just talk back to Old World for a second? I love the fact that the Twitter snobs of you know are dead silent about the Old World. They were bitching about. I mean, I know why they were doing it. They were chatting shit out of spite to chuds. But they were severely being complete other knobheads. Badger, Skaven are in 40k. It's called the Astra Militarum. We humans are the Skaven. But yeah. Okay, you stupid bastard. You're gonna go here now. And you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. So I can grab your fucking jump pack. Oh. Somehow this wasn't primed. Well, thankfully, it's the back, which will be completely covered anyway. So I don't care. Hey Zima. You're Serbian, we don't say blat. I can't hear you shit. My guy, I wasn't speaking, that's why you can't hear shit. And if you still can't hear me, I'm sorry to say, but you're on mute. You muted the tab. But yeah, back to the point. It was like they were going around being spiteful. I vividly remember this when Old World was announced. Like, it's gonna flop. They were doing it out of spite just to piss off chuds, but they were basically being dickheads to any normal person as well. They were not differentiating friend and foe. They were just being dickheads, and I'm like, Why? Like, why are you being a fucking Belen? Why? There we go. There you go, you raging bisexual. Oh, last one. Okay. I know you're free. You're bi. Happy Pride for you, by the way. You have a whole month dedicated to yourself, and I am not going to give you money. For those who don't know, Zima is a OG of the community, and he's also a fellow Serb. He's just a femboy. He lives in Slovenia. Well, true, it's the Balkans. Still, I am going to congratulate it. Because my other queer friends like that. And I don't want to. And better to be in general, like, supportive.
It's the thought that counts. We go.
You also like, Zima, you missed a situation where my paint bottle exploded. Live. Fucking stained the wall. I barely managed to clean it. Like, seriously, this fucking thing was clogged. I was trying to unclog it. I squeezed it a little bit. Boom. The cap flew to the wall, ricocheted, hit the fucking bed. Thankfully, all of the paint rubbed off the wall and not on the mattress. The wall I can clean. The mattress I cannot. And if that happened, you know how Balkan moms were. I would have been crucified on the spot. Like, I'm not over exaggerating. Zima can confirm this when that happens with mothers. You're basically just write your will, write your obituary. You're not getting out. Bro, talk loud, I'm close. I mean, I can't hear you. Shut up. I'm considered an OG. Yes. Okay, I'm just gonna move the mic closer. It's gonna fucking ruin everything, but I'm going to move it closer. There you go. Is this better now? Mine would have had me by my pinky toenail. I lashed me with a homemade whiff of straw and bad decisions. Straw. Mine would have just fucking grabbed kopriva. Or prutut šljive. A plum branch. For those who don't know, natural plums, they have thorns on branches. I would just gotten whipped with that. And my parents never raised their hand on me. However, this would have been the fucking case if it stained the fucking mattress. I wanted to stop in tu Jan. Stavi na kraj, slabo. Stavi na ovo. Hvala. With this cooking spoon on my back for less. Yep. So just imagine with the fucking mattress being stained now. Well, Charshov specifically. I don't know how you say it in English, but Charshov. Oh. I was kidding. You all don't understand how much of the life flashing before my eyes moment when that happened. Like, you all don't understand. Like, you all fucking my homeboys, my Latinos. No, you're the honorary Balkans of the American Peninsula. Okay, American continent. All right. Balkan parents are Hispanic parents and Asian parents combined together, and Slavic. The chancla is a blessing. You can imagine purgatory I lived in. Oh, definitely. The worst part I can. Look, I'm from here. I know how Balkan parents are. Like, my parents never raised their hand on me. However, because of that, they're experts in psychological torture. Why bring the chancla when you can just regret your life decisions? Teenagers are spiritually Balkan. Listen, Mystic. I mean, come on. We gotta give them a little bit of credit, Zima. We gotta also give them the alcoholism. More gunplay. Ah! Brother. How the fuck did you survive? How did you only get the fucking wooden spoon? If you broke her favorite mug and plate, you would have been crucified. I'm not fucking kidding you. You would have been crucified. Like, if the Romans somehow brought back Romans back from the past to the future and saw the Balkan disciplines and the crucifixion that will happen, they would have been taking notes. They would have more effectively crucified Jesus fucking Christ. Actually, no, he wouldn't be even crucified. They would just do whatever the fuck Balkan moms do. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, you will all think, oh, it's just content creation, you know, clip bomb bullshit. No, no, Balkan parents are just like that. Like, seriously. Like I said, the chancla is a blessing. Like, you all don't understand the depravity of the Balkan. Like, there's a fucking... You know the fucking meme... Zima, you know the fucking meme of how parents around Europe discipline their children, and the Balkans, including Turkey, is just physical assault? They weren't fucking lying. Oh, England, you're grounded. Germany, we need to talk, son. Balkans, physical assault. Like, the funniest thing is it was definitely made about somebody not from the Balkans, because the Balkans in the comment sections were like, well, yeah, but they forgot the psychological torture. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, Balkan parents are some people who are you're not supposed to fuck with. Oh, God. And if you were, oh, yeah, I always forgot to say, and if you're a bully, if you were a bully, there's a 50-50 chance that your father is gonna be like, well, toughen up, hit him back. But if it's like my parents, my mom, like, there was only, I was bullied a lot, but the one time I was physically bullied, where I learned karate and stuff like that for self-defense, right? My mom, I call her Mama Bear for a reason. She hunted down that fucker. I'm not fucking kidding. She hunted him down and nearly jumped him. Like, I was getting really bullied back in the day, like, because of the black belt now. Well, quasi. I was too young to get an actual one, but mostly because my mom. She just appeared out of nowhere, you know, like the pink guy Bane. You know, like, hello, motherfucker. God, oh my. No. I was like, how the fuck are you still breathing? Yeah, I love the fact me and you, Zima, are just absolutely fucking dreading everyone who is not from the Balkans talking about this. I have to wash my hands so that I can eat dinner. There we go. Yeah, the best part about this, like, the sheet is fucking white. Like, the sheet is fucking white. The stain, this was like, this is pale skin tone. It would have shown if it was there. Like, I am seriously thinking, like, this was divine intervention. Because if there was the stain that was on the wall, on the bed sheet, you would see my obituary. Like, I'm seriously I like the fact that we are actually like Zima, we are actually like trauma bonding, but everybody else who is not from here, they're like, what the fuck is where the fuck are you from? It's just like the Balkans. And I just love the fact that everybody like is really like I have Greek friends and I spent a quarter of my life in Greece. I know how it is there. Like, I am a fucking Malaka as well. Like, seriously, like, let's be honest with you. Like, I very much know how my Greek brothers are, alright? They're the same shit as us. Like, everything is the same. Oh, good. Alright, seeing I think about how my parents never is when I messed up. Like, mine never did as well. They just fucking decided to pull out the fucking CIA torture book. Pardon me. Interrogation book. How do we always end up talking about our childhood? I don't know. Well, because the thing. Me and you, Zima, like, we grew up post-war. You know, we were born during the war. Well, I was. And I grew up post-war. Childhood was kind of shit. Like, I grew up privileged. I'm gonna be honest with you. Compared to a lot of people, I grew up privileged. However, compared to the West, I'm definitely not privileged. Like, I'm sorry, but anybody from the western part of Europe and US and stuff like that, they can never tell me I'm privileged. Because I'm not. The fact that my people from my country go to your country for minimum wage says it all. But yeah, it's just like, oh my god. But yeah, best thing was punishment, no screen for a week. Nukin, I'm sorry, for me and Zima, what you're saying is a fairy tale. Well, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like, we were in, like, bitch, we were for nearly 500 years under Ottoman slavery. Like, come on, man. Like, we can relate to a couple people, alright? And it's not just us, Zima, it's the entirety of Eastern Europe. Finns were fucking enslaved as well. There was also Poland and stuff like basically the entire Eastern Europe. We know. This is why we love black people. Nah, American. I mean, to be fair, a lot of Americans are fucking annoying. I mean, to be honest, I recently met a couple of Africans, and um, they absolutely fucking hate Americans. But this is the topic for the commentary channel, so let's tone it down. You know, I have hummus. Hummus sandwich. No, I don't understand. Wow. I mean, here's the thing, Zima. It's a Turkish historian. Oh yeah. Not like also we had to fight. Not also that they demolished our monasteries. Made the rule where it had if we want to make a temple, it had to be the size of a man on a horse, just so that they can demolish it easier. They demolished temples. They burnt our books, heavily trying to convert us. Let's not mention that fucking hellhole. We had like, how many taxes? 7? We were taught in school this, but sadly I only remember the Danak and the Kulk. But there was like 7 of these different taxes, which were extraordinarily high because we were not because we were Christian. You know, that was heavily incentivized to convert and stuff like that. Like, we were not as bad as people of African descent in the Americas, but we can absolutely relate to them in a way. We can understand them completely. Like, my family was from Bosnia originally, and during the first migration we went to Austro-Hungary. However, the first migration was 1690, right? This was a good 200 years under Ottoman slavery. We had jobs and stuff right away. Yeah. Like my family was always soldiers, knights, like actual. So we went there and goes, oh, soldiers, history of family of soldiers, knights and stuff like that. You know, specific constitutions. Good for hussars. Ironically, I told this a lot, but I'm going to tell again because it's so funny. I have actually family members who migrated far to Poland, South Poland, the Silesia region, or Moravia, or whatever, the region where a lot of hussars, Polish hussars, the winged hussars, originate about. My family, there's a cadet branch of my family, a branch of the family, who were hussars and still are. We actually had one last couple of years ago come to, well, the hub, you know, as I call it, the family, to learn where we are from. Because she was actually quite interested to learn. You know, she wanted to learn about her family history. Oh yeah. Let's talk about the Kievs, huh? But yeah, and there's a vast discrepancy between the areas that were under Ottomans and even to this day and under Hungarian. Because every single historical to preserve our culture was done by my people who migrated to the north because there were still schools there. You know, the language preserved and shit like that. Like the Ottomans did not allow us to build schools. Oh, no. For those who know, I'm teaching history a little bit about my country while I'm eating and waiting for the paint to dry. So, we had nothing. Less than nothing. It's still not as bad in some people, i.e., the Americas. But I hate the fact when somebody calls me that privileged. I'm not. But before it really pissed me off. Now, not just because I've grown up a lot, but because of my masters, I had to, because of VTubing as well. Don't get me wrong, because of VTubing, I met a lot of cultures, a lot of people from different cultures. And one thing I'd like to do is I learn the history of the country where they're from. It's a habit, but yay. The problem is here. Is that specifically if I'm talking to an American, they don't know shit. And I genuinely mean they don't know shit about other countries. What they learn France, French Revolution, they learn UK and stuff like that. But Eastern Germany, they don't get taught anything. And they mustn't focus on themselves. So they don't know better. They barely know their own history. God knows how many fucking times their own history got revised. Like, seriously. Like, censorship in America, they don't even understand that there's a lot more censorship than it is. Than it's shown. They think there's a lot more. But I can go on and on about that, but I don't want to. Like, they genuinely don't know. And the difference is, now how I differentiate people from idiots is I politely explain that, well, actually, it's unfair to say that. My people have this and this and this. Well, it wasn't like yours. I can understand. My people can understand if we relate to you. Like when Patrice Lubamba, the first democratically elected prime minister of, was it Congo? I don't know. Got, what happened to him by the Belgian government. Us Serbs stormed the Belgian embassy. Like, it was a massive fucking political scandal. To the point where Belgium wanted to bomb us. You know? So we can absolutely understand their plight. You know, absolutely. We can understand what happened to them, what they went through, everything. We somewhat had some parts. We also never participated in the trade, you know? So there's no mentality, there's no history of it. So there's no superiority complex. And specifically, there's no what people call white guilt. Like, we were enslaved as well. What am I supposed to feel guilty if my people were during that time enslaved as well? And I politely explained to them, you know, go. And how they respond afterwards determines how I treat them later on. If they understand it, and we have a discussion, share experiences of our people, and actually create a bond or stuff like that. You know, at least a bond of mutual respect. Okay? However, if they just go negate and saying that happened, you show them proof and they're still like, nah. Okay, so you're uneducated. Therefore, you're then classifying my brain as an idiot, and I further won't even remotely be in sniffing distance of you. Like, you know, it's a good litmus test as well for a lot of people who claim to be inclusive. Because here's the thing about inclusivity. Somebody who is going to get their master's degree in international law, a lot of it is human rights. I firmly believe I know human rights and stuff like that better than 98% of Twitter. Alright? If you want to be empathetic, you have to have an open mind. You have to learn that the world is vast, huge, extremely huge. Alright? There's nothing unique about anyone because how vast the world is. Because here's the thing. Before I started all of this shit, I was basically the stereotypical Serb. Oh, we had the worst and stuff like that. I was ignorant. Then, we get taught world history and stuff like that in our education. Okay. And I'm like, well, I'm never gonna run my mouth like that ever again. Because that's inconsiderate to other people. You know? If I want to be accepting, empathetic, and stuff like that, I gotta learn that Socrates said it best. The only thing I know is that I don't know anything. You know, it's contradictory, but it's a very good line that explains humanity and humility. I'm technically what the world would be classifying as somebody who is highly educated. You know, master's degree coming about. Like, not a lot of people are that. Like, the only people who are above me in academics wise are people with PhDs and professors. Like, like at this point, like, I'm more educated than people with bachelor degrees and stuff like that. My fellow colleagues. However, I don't know everything. Nor do I want to claim I know everything. And I'm also, like, for those who are new here as well, listening in, I like to yap, but I share my experiences a lot. But I also like give, like, this is me talking deep points. I know it's probably not entertaining and stuff like that. But that's the kind of guy I am. Specifically, like, I want to use my platform. I'm also not painting it on screen because it's so tiny. I'm trying to use my platform, apart from eventually doing charity streams, is to educate, you know? Because I went through a lot in my life, alright? I've seen a lot. I've also seen a lot of people on the internet, and people would say, well, the internet doesn't depict how actually it is in real life. Yesn't. Sadly, the internet has been so integrated in our life that that it's inseparable, and it became the internet, yes, kind of became a mirror to our world, our country, what people think. Because Mike Tyson said it best: people run their mouths on the internet because they're not afraid, because they can't get punched through the screen, you know, or something like that. But details, because of the anonymity, because of what the internet provides, that veil of anonymity, you can yap your shit, and sometimes you won't face consequences, depending on how much you hide yourself. You know. And sadly, it can become a doorway into seeing the world of somebody, or some people, group of people from a specific country and stuff like that. And it's extremely bad that the fact that a lot of people are platforming, in my opinion, people who don't deserve to be platformed. They spew a lot of ignorant bullshit, agendas, whatever, and dumb you up. I would know. I'm from the Balkans. That shit's a regular. Alright? A regular. Like, listening to bullshit agendas pushing is everybody in the Balkans has a PhD of it, alright? And so, what I like to do with my platform is, at least in here with the main channel and stuff like that, to a certain degree, not fully, that's for the commentary channel, but I try to actually have a conversation with people, to absolutely try my best to educate them. And it's more of the fact that I'm not giving you what you should think, it's how to think. Because it rubs off. People are impressionable. Even if they're adults, you are highly impressionable. How do you think propaganda works? But yeah, so I try my best to be that voice of saying, hey, cool it down a little bit. It's not that. It's this, this, and this. Hey, nerdy. No pet peeve about. Yeah, like, Like, seriously, there's a shit ton of people who get platformed. A platform, and because of that, some kind of social power, how little it may be, to do some batshit fucking things that would get you in real life a lot of trouble if you do it in person. Like, I'm talking about people, specifically VTubing now because of the extra anonymity, alright? I've seen a lot of people be absolutely troublesome. And I do mean, like, seriously, like, doxing, threatening, doing all kinds of batshit stuff. But because they're VTubers and there's the strict anonymity here, where they can do that without repercussions. Much more than if they're with a face cam. Because, okay, you have a face, okay? Details. And that's the double-edged sword of VTubing. On one hand, you're safe. Like, anonymity gives you some sort of safety from schizos. The problem is, it's also abused. Hey, Netta. It's a painting stream and a chatting stream. I'm going philosophical. How are you doing, brother? Actually, Badger, can you shout out Nukin? He streams. If you mean tabletop similar, yes, I have. But if you're saying do I play tabletop? Yeah, I also play tabletop. Like, these are my count as assault intercessors, because like I said, I'll be damned if I paid 150 fucking euros for 2 boxes of 5 when I can have my friend who lets me have his employee discount buy a 10-man box for 40. Like, when he orders, he asks me if I want to order something as well, and I pay him. I give him money. Are these the mods? Put them in the penis explosion chamber. He said my blood angel, my homebrew successor blood angels on Necrons. Put them in the penis explosion chamber. I'm so pissed off. I'm stuttering. I'm not actually pissed off. I have a stammer in general. But put him in the penis explosion chamber. Fuck circumcision. Your whole you lose your pee-pee privileges. They're clear that. No, they're orcs. You don't see them. You only see red spots. They're orcs. Can't you tell? I have purple orcs. The fact you can't see orcs means I'm doing something right. But yeah, I do play tabletop. I finally got my friend, who, like I said, who gives me his employee discount, back into 40k, baby. And he's playing World Leaders now. He used to collect Necrons. He has some Necrons, but he decided too much complex playing Necrons. World Leaders, I like them. There's only one strategy when there's only one way to play World Leaders. Charge. That's it. That's it. That's how you play World Leaders, everyone. Are these bad? I hate you, Badger. I mean, here's the thing. I was debating on whether I should get the Armageddon box when I go to Italy, if there's still a box. Then I realized the core book is going to be written in Italian. I asked, and they said yes. And I'm like, I know a little bit of Italian, but I have to use this core book with my friend. Nah. But I do plan to actually do some orcs. Down far in the future, and they're gonna be not green. I'm gonna paint them Warcraft Red Orcs because it's cooler. Turn 1 charge. Yeah, actually, you actually could theoretically get a turn 1 charge with War Leaders because of the Blood Surge move. Theoretically. I don't know if... Can I talk about the 11th edition real quick? 11th edition is kind of funky with me. Sure, melee armies are feeling so much better now. But I had to play a couple games to see how it is. It's kind of iffy for me. We'll have to see how it is, because we're using 11th. We're using for 11th edition, 10th edition codexes. The rules are somewhat applicable, all right. However, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like the currently winning armies in 10th edition are gonna thrive more now. We won't have a broken meta anytime soon until codexes drop, so we're kind of technically safe there. Aren't technically yeah. Basically, here's the thing with Necrons. The story has gone so far till I've gone so far. Technical zombification of the Emperor. Oh, okay. I mean, it's gonna be it's now getting fleshed out because there's gonna be a scouring series. So after the Horus Heresy, what's happening? We're finally gonna see Perturabo's ascension to Demon-hood. I kind of can't wait to see that happens. If it's nothing like I like my world Imperial Fist, all right, I like him. However, I really want to see Perturabo Humbledorn. He deserves it. Like, Perturabo is a petulant fucking man-child, alright? Like, the embodiment of a man-child. The only one who is worse than is Mortarion. However, he carried the fucking heresy. He basically put everything on his fucking back. I want to see him finally get a dub. And this is like how more modern fantasy portrays also as green. In Tolkien, it came why variety colors. Do you really want to know why? Why they became green? Guess what? Where the one of the first depictions of a green orc came from? Guess. Yes, Warhammer Fantasy. Blame Warhammer for orcs being completely green. Because then D&D took over. Saw that idea because they roughly came around the same time. They're like, alright, green it is. Because it's easier to paint. Green is one of the easiest colors you can paint. Shading is extremely easy. How do you shade green? Just get a darker green. And then Warcraft stole it. Yep. Yeah. Warcraft made it mainstream, but the first ones to do it was Warhammer, then D&D. And then Warcraft happened, and it just stuck. Because like I said, it's easier to draw and paint. It's easier. Green is extremely fucking easy to do. Like the Dark Angels, I'm fully confident I can make them 1-to-1 and sell it for a good price. If I wanted to paint them. I'm that confident in painting them. And I have never painted Dark Angels. But like I said, they're green. It's super easy. Specifically if it's dark green. Brother. Dark green? Put black in recesses? Or just mix black in the dark green? Done. Done. Like it's so easy, it's criminal. Weird. That scales. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like Tolkien was kind of depicting like the corruption of evil. But he was also like constantly fucking experimenting with the orcs. Because he was trying to make a true evil race. Like something that is completely born evil. Now, this is a controversial topic, by the way, for a lot of people. Inherently evil stuff. There are some times where something is inherently evil. Like, look at one of the most famous serial killers, Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. They're born evil. And Tolkien does it best. Like, how do you depict good if there's no evil? They're subjective. But even though a lot of stuff in life is not black and white, there are instances where there is black and there is white. And, like, Tolkien was also a devout fucking Catholic. Like, he wanted to depict the good fighting the ultimate evil. You know? Shit like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with inherently evil stuff. There isn't. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to execute it properly. And that's kind of a litmus test for writers. How do you depict somebody who is unapologetically evil? You know? How? Because you can't think that if you're a normal human being. You can't. And I'm criminal court. Like, I see genuine evil a lot. Even though it's how do I say this? Not always. I do see it. I can't imagine myself doing that. And like I said, my court is the first layer. So, for the first degree, or however we call it in English, I don't know. So maximum 10 years. Above that, you go to high court as the first layer. You know, prvostepeni. I don't know how you say it in English. But I still see evil a lot, right? But we need shades of gray. I mean, yes, but how would you know if something was bad if there's nothing that you could use as a clear example of it being bad? You know, how would you know evil if you have never seen true evil? You know, shit like that. You need a sample to compare to. Like, Tolkien Also, no matter how much he fucking glazed the elves in his setting, anybody who has read the Silmarillion, the elves were batshit fucking warmongers in the second era. Like, constantly fighting. Constantly having wars. And like, how the fuck is this ultimate good? You know? Like, his good is flawed. But he very much makes a clear distinction between that and evil. Like, Gandalf is not that much of a goody two shoes. If you have read the books, he's not that good. Saruman was good, then he turned bad. You know? Like, to know the Sons of Fëanor did not help. Oh, no, it did not. The Sons of Fëanor. I mean, it's very good, by the way. Like, anything Tolkien wrote is exceptional. Like, that's the kind of person he is. Specifically, if he's writing his own world that he created. Because he always was constantly spitballing, testing whether if it's good or not, rethinking, scrapping if he thought it didn't look good and stuff like that. You know? At the end of the day, he was trying to create a mythos for England that wasn't King Arthur. So yeah, but the trick is, no matter what, with the elves, with Sons of Fëanor, they are not as bad comparing to Morgoth and Sauron. They're not. They don't even hold a candle to Morgoth. King Arthur is a Welsh riff. Yeah. So basically, he was creating a very first myth for England. Alright? When you're doing that level of world building, you have to constantly check yourself, constantly think, constantly scrap. It basically becomes your life. All right. So Tolkien knew what he was doing. If you thought that, and back in the day, I think he also was getting criticized because he made the clear evil. Like, why are you making ultimate evil? Like, why? Life is the shades of black, stuff like that. Same excuse, same stuff. Decades ago, same topic. He just says, how can you know what's good if you have never seen evil or something like that? Like, for ultimate good, there must be ultimate evil, because one can't live without the other, which is true. But back to the point. How can you write great characters, all right? So, or good characters. How can you then know if they're actually good? If you don't have anything to counter, use as how do I say this? As if you don't have something on the other side of the scale. Arda, before he even went to World War I, yeah, he was developing it in the trenches. I know. It's the reason why he wasn't a fan of Dune. Tolkien liked evil as evil. Yes, here's the thing. I like both, because life is both. Like, there's clear fucking evil. Like, clear fucking evil in the world, alright? But at the same time, the world is not completely binary. You know? And that's because we humans are complex. And nature itself is complex. And I do like both. Like, I like Herbert's work because he really did a good job on creating complex characters and stuff like that, complex morals. Because at the end of the day, yes, Leto was a tyrant, but at the end of the day, the guy was kind of right. That's the problem. Like Leto II, the God King of Dune, was kind of right. The way to know if a character is good or bad is how they move you emotionally. Yes. And the best way to move you emotionally is if you have something to compare it to. And if everything is gray, how do you know what he did was good or bad? Quite simple, really. Like, at the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with having clear evil and clear good or shades of gray in literary work. What matters is how it's written, how it's executed. At the end of the day, the writing carries everything. If you just make, Count von Kurchovich, vampire, he eats babies. Like, okay. And who's the protagonist? Sir Assington, paladin of the Ninth Order, super OP, little embodiment of goodness. Come on, fuck off. Like, if you heard me what I just said, and the first thing, and if you didn't, is roll your eyes a little bit and stuff, like even internally, you're like, you get my point. It's all how it's written. Like, look at how Tolkien wrote Morgoth. You know, the guy before Saruman, the guy who corrupted Sauron, and basically, you know, the main bad guy. He is literally the most perfectly pure evil villain written ever. He just is bad. He just is. He is so going. That's how his people got. Yeah. Yeah. The Last Airbender was absolutely marvelous writing. It's not perfect, but it was marvelous because it really does show both clear shades of gray, morality wise, but absolutely shows you absolute good, like true, like complete, like pure evil and pure good. It completely does. Like, for instance, I forgot her name. What's the girl who bends lightning? I forgot her name. I know her image picture by heart. But I can't remember her name. Something about I can't remember. I generally can't remember. Can't be arsed to remember as well. But I distinctly remember how she was as a character. And in my opinion, she is a very good depiction of just unapologetically evil. And sure, you're gonna be able to say, well, she was raised in this way. Okay, so was Zuko, and he turned out fucking good at the end. She had a lot of opportunities to not, be like that. At the end of the day, she chose to be that. I seriously can't remember her name. It's on top of my tongue, but I can't fucking remember. But yeah. So, at the end, there's nothing wrong of having ultimate, like, pure evil or clear evil, pure inherently evil and inherently good. Like, you're gonna think in fiction like an angel is inherently bad? Seriously? Like, that's extremely like, ooh, that's kind of a bad fucking way to explain some stuff, alright? You have to have clear fucking good explanation. Like, not explanation, clear good writing. Because here's the thing. Usually when somebody is trying to depict angels or anything heavenly as the villain, it's kind of a good, and here's the thing, the only ones who are memorable is that those the ones who have good fucking writing, is a good explanation of what happens when you dogmatically follow the law to the end, like dogma, like unbending. And it's a kind of a depiction of a I watched all of it in the molecular hardly slept roof. I mean, GG, but God, don't do that. That's unhealthy. The fuck did I paint? Whose fucking arm I paint? Oh, it's getting mixed now. Fuck. I said. Let's say it says. And it's kind of a commentary on basically, at least I see it. How I see it doesn't mean it actually is, and I don't claim it's like de facto that, in my way, only way. So treat it as me saying headcanon. But in my opinion, and I'm kind of relating to my job, both present and future, it's kind of a depiction of what happens when law is completely uncompromising and unbending. Because then you're doing more harm than good, while saying it's for the betterment of all. Because sometimes laws are not well written, some laws may be exploitative, some laws downright hateful. Look what happened in 1930s and 1940s Germany, for instance. Just because the law says this doesn't mean that the law is actually good, you know. That goes to show the complexity of humans and human life in general, where extreme like following to the law genuinely doesn't bode well. It genuinely does not. It never goes will or does anything. Speaking as a judicial assistant, hello. My, graduate lawyer, master's degree in international law, soon to be. After Wednesday, that is. And it's a good commentary, and I highly respect when it's done well. But it's really hard to execute. Like, seriously. It is extremely hard to execute. So, how do you then do it? Well, you have to be good at writing. And you have to practice. You're gonna fail. You have to learn. You have to educate. Further along. Education. Very important. Very, very important. And at the end of the day, I'm just talking here, trying to educate. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna force you to think how I am. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you agree. Maybe you're a mix of both. Who knows? At the end of the day, we have to look at some. But sometimes some stuff is absolutely fucking clear, and if you don't see it, you deliberately shut your eyes to not see it. You're deliberately running from it. My favorite conflict character, a young boy in a desperate fight for his life, grabs the closest thing, a cursed sword. He's manipulated to do horrors to anybody around him. He's into power he was not ready for. Every time he dies, to madness, searching for his own society, training, but under all that, he's just a kid getting manipulated. Yeah. It's clear an allegory of people being sadly people who are not in good positions in life, who had to anyhow survive life, is by sadly doing stuff that they don't want to do. It's a clear allegory of that, and it's a good allegory. It's a good topic actually as well. Like for instance, well, I'm gonna continue back to something like my topic, like my education and my work, all right? Because I'm currently in criminal court, right? A lot of the stuff that happens in criminal, in general, related, a lot of it is because people are not that good financially, life in general, you know, and they have no way other than, because sometimes that's the hand they're dealt with, to do it. Doesn't mean they like it. I mean, if they do like it, they're kind of psychopathic or sociopathic. But there's a clear distinction between a sociopath and a psychopath. By the way, don't mix those two. You can easily figure it out. So yeah, I like that. It's an allegory, a very good one. Star. Yeah, but like I said, it was dealt with that hand, and sadly, sometimes you cannot sacrifice the cards you're dealt with to draw new ones. Sometimes you don't have a choice but to play them. What can you do? Like, so many times I've seen so many people I've committed a crime were people who were not well off, not in a good place. Whether they grew up in a bad way, or they live in squalor and stuff like that. Like, I still like that. It's an allegory. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, genuinely. Like, there's a case, it's still active, so I can't talk about it, but he committed a crime, a stupid one. That he's the literal embodiment of of unprivileged, financially, family wise, housing wise, development wise, mentally as well. Everything you can check for unprivileged, he checks all of them. It literally, like, I posted on Twitter back then. And still to this day, it makes me rethink myself, how I see the world. Because, you know, with my MDD and AD, like anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder, I'm living in hell, basically, in my head. But then I saw this guy, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like, don't get me wrong, he kinda, like, he's not going to prison because he's not fit to stand trial, so to say. In here, it's basically like he can't go to prison, he's gonna most definitely be put into a mental institute because he's clearly fucking unwell. He's also clearly underdeveloped, like mental wise. Like, he doesn't he thought it was a joke. He has like the mental capabilities of a kid, but he is like my age, you know. And he talks like he's a kid, like a primary schooler. Something was playing discovering little points, questions, then a reminder he had died before he was awakened for the first time. Now was sharing every time he looked in the mirror. Yeah. I think I understood what you said, because it was like oh, it looks like I won't be able to finish these guys on stream, which is sad, but like I said, these painting streams, I'm so not used to them anymore. They're tired, mostly because of my eyes. Like, it tires me out. There we go. Okay, I'm so lost and confused. This is the land of confusion. This is the world we live in. Oh. God, I love myself, my Phil Collins. Sup, blah blah. Sorry, I had some. Looks like some paint there. Thankfully, I can scrape it up. How you doing? How'd you find the stream, brother? There we go. Which just taking a break. Okay, fair enough. Hope you enjoy my yapping. Because I'd like to go philosophize there. Just picked a stream of sub 10 people on it. Fair enough. Thank you for supporting small streamers. You're gonna hear a very tired lawyer who read way too many books and yaps about philosophy sometimes. Like, I made a guy once here like have an existential crisis once. All I did was fucking quote Plato. Come on, man. What did you expect me to do? Do what he did? Flex? Yeah, did you all know that Plato's nickname just means wooden board? And he got that nickname wooden board because whenever he never had a fucking argument when he was debating, he would just rip out his fucking toga and flex his muscles. A solid argument. However, you have no gains. Flex. Yeah, that's Plato. Man was living on the edge of someone getting triggered on a yeah, fair enough. A shrubbery that is my hair has been trimmed. Ah, finally got a haircut. Nice. I recently had one as well, but I have to like constantly, because of the fucking heat, the undercut that I have to constantly maintain it. I have to shave off the, I have like a comb back. My top hair is like medium long. I can't have a tail. I don't have a ponytail. I can't. It's not that long. But my bangs are extremely long. So I have this, what they call a rife. You know, basically, you know the metal thing that girls do so that the bangs don't fall on their eyes? Yeah, I have it. And I fucking nicked it from my niece. Oh, what you make? Do you also do Warhammer? Blah blah blah. I just realized whenever I say your name, it's like I'm being condescending. Played it would 100% be a Twitch streamer. Yeah, he would stream on Kick probably. A solid argument. However, you don't even bench press 50 kilos. So your opinion is invalidated. Come on, gonna. Oh, do you also do Warhammer? What do you make in general? Since you said I need to make something. I think I thinned it down way too much. Fuck. It's time to put a little bit more thick. Thick as a Latina. God, I like Latinas. They're basically a Hispanic version of Serbian women. I could survive that. I have entire... Oh, stoves! Build a 50-day. Just war dogs. Oh, for Titanicus? Oh yeah, they're kind of... Even if they're like for Epic / Titanicus, they're pretty chunky. No, for Chaos Knights. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, ooh. Oh yeah, those are big boys. Oh yeah, no wonder you're fucking tired. I mean, to be honest, like, you're not gonna tire. You're not missing much. Like, Custodes is like what, 30 miniatures in total. An entire army is like 30 miniatures max. Usually, unless you're playing a lot of dreads. Then oh boy, which is kind of based. Oh yeah, did you get the new Custodes? It's a what the fuck? How much points is that? That's definitely fucking 5,000 points of Custodes. I have not played Warhammer or any war game. It's a lot. Custodes Hyper Elite Army. You know, like creme de la creme. Think. Okay, Doom reference. It's a commission for a buddy. Oh, okay. I'm sure you will get to it. What's the paint scheme? Please tell me it's gold. The main color is gold. Please, please tell me it's not like white, like solar. No. Oh, you're fucked. If it's the solar, you know, the solar Custodes, you know, the guys who are white. It's painted. Oh. So the Alpha Legion blue, huh? Okay, I mean you can technically save your arse by priming and base coating, or priming or base coating, preferably priming, and then in silver then use the contrast, you know, the Alpha Legion contrast paint, and you just do it like that. It's probably gonna see it. Yeah, if it's the Alpha Legion specific blue, you know, the turquoise. I don't know how. Okay. I'm just saying, just in case. I'm sorry if I did offend. My first instinct is always to try to help and give advice to people, and sometimes it bites my ears because I just instinctively do it. Right. Okay, I'm seriously lost. What the fuck? Which arm is which? Oh, I'm so fucked. But fuck it, we won't. Like, alright, while I'm at it, I'm just gonna glue the jump packs now. Because here's the thing. I already painted this fucking thing. It's gonna get covered. The jump pack is basically the same color as this. 15, ooh. Nice. I'm starting a Chaos Space Marine army now. Chaos Blood Angels. Like, these guys are homebrew Blood Angel successors. Third founding. Some are time displaced. Most of them are either Primaris certified or dead. Let me just flex a little bit. Here's my homebrew chapter master. Why does he have wings? The Drukhari got him. But I have like 3k, maybe near 4k of Blood Angels, but depends on if the Tactical Marines finally get Legends or not. I'm fucked. Then I have to get some Intercessors. And also because of a charity goal that was met some time ago, I have to make a 1k points of Drukhari. I will probably try to get something in Italy if I can find the Drukhari stuff. But I'm so fucked because I don't know what the fuck do I paint them as? Or specifically color? Like, at the end of the day, I can just paint them as Vex Cabal still. But it's kind of vanilla and boring. I like to paint them in my custom schemes. Yeah, here's my also Pride and Joy. I got Dante. Day one when he released the new game. Day one in my Italy trip in Milano. I scoured the official shop and there was only one left. I got this guy from the fucking display cabinet. Fuck yeah. I painted him, of course. This is all my painting. Like, yeah. I kind of peaked with Dante. Like, it's Dante. I know I play my homebrew, boys. It's fucking Dante. Why the fuck as a Blood Angel player wouldn't I get Dante? And the Sanguinor. Like, I adamantly refused to buy the fine cast models and waited them so long. Also, yes, he has nips. Yeah. I sculpted nips on them. The Sanguinary Guard, the new ones have nips as well. I sculpted that shit. Sanguinor was sadly the first, how do I say this, guinea pig for my attempt to sculpt nips. I don't care about the wings anymore, but I'm still mad at the fact that they removed the nips from my Blood Angels chest pieces. How dare they? The nips are important character development. Let's see, like my personal armies are still some I think 12k I think point. You said 12 points in knights. I don't know if it's 12 points or 12k points. 10k Necron, 9k in guard, and 7k Ep's children. The Ep's children one is impressive because they're a fairly recent army, unless you have the old miniatures. I'm just now starting to... I'm gonna start gluing. Oh, you stupid bastard. No way. You clogged yourself. I recently used you and you clogged yourself. Wow. Alright. Time for some magnesium peroxide. For those who don't know, that's a laxative. You only need to take one gulp of it and you're gonna be married to the toilet for the rest of the day. It's used to treat constipation. No, pardon me, magnesium citrate, not peroxide. Magnesium citrate. How I know? Well, I was once a med student before I switched to law. But there's also the fact that I have stomach issues and sometimes, and yeah, I first-hand experienced that. You're gonna be married to the toilet if you have magnesium citrate with you. Oh boy, you're not moving out of that toilet anytime soon. It's a sad experience, but what can you do? Alright, I'm gluing jump packs while I'm at it now, because that way I can shade with my Druchi Violet pretty much the same in one go. I need to bust my balls for that. But yeah, blah blah blah. If you have any advice for color scheme for the Rukari, please tell me. I'm really open for new I have all ears. Is that how you say it in English? I'm all ears. In regards to that, go. Alright, next you. O mamu ti jebem u kuću. Oh. Alright. Next is the glue here. I mostly glue off camera so that... Oh, I think I put a little bit too much glue. Ah, fuck it. That just makes it easier for me to rip off. I'm all ears, meaning I'm willing to learn. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to see if I remember the saying correctly. As like I said, even though I spoke English more than Serbian in my life, I live in Serbia. I am Serbian. Sometimes I misremember English phrases. Plus, I work in court now, and well, gotta speak Serbian. Oh yeah, since that, I have a funny case I can talk about. It's mostly the fact that this guy. Oh, I didn't paint it. Oh, I didn't paint your helmet. Okay. Okay. Quick and easy paint. I always miss just when you think you're done. You find out that you're not. You missed the spot or missed the part, and I'm like, fuck. Usually this happens when I finish assembling a miniature. So I'm quite lucky that I found this out before that. It would have been one hell of a pain in both of me assholes. I'm quoting Borat. This is Ben. He is my neighbor. He is pain in my assholes. Whenever I get a car, he gets a car. Whenever when I get married, he can't get married. He gets married. When I buy a fridge, he's too poor to buy a fridge. Great success! Now I have to rewatch Borat. I so love the fact that Borat was supposed to be fucking Albanian, but then the writers switched it to Kazakhstan. And I'm just like, with that knowledge and being from the region, and I know how people are here, I'm like, well, Borat could be anybody from the Balkans, specifically the villages. But it kind of makes sense. Like, he's clearly written to be somebody from the Balkans, village of Balkan village. Clearly, because that mentality is the stereotypes and stuff like that. Clearly them. Oh. I have to rewatch it still. Like, it's Sacha Cohen really fucking nailed that role. I think. Like, don't get me wrong. He currently is saving. He kind of saved Marvel's. Expansive MCU expanded universe with the TV show as his role of Mephisto. Like, I like the fact that they didn't make him like he is in the comic books. Just a stereotypical comedic devil. Like, Mephisto is portrayed in Marvel like this very, very powerful, dreadful entity. Like, he's the literal devil, you know. And he's just used as a power scaler. Like, the only thing that he really done was fuck over Peter Parker's life. And at that point, that's what happened to him after that. It's kind of not a fucking achievement. It's kind of part of the course with Marvel. I will never forgive them that that what they did with MJ now. Like, I vehemently fucking do not want to read any Marvel comics that currently are doing Peter Parker like that. Like, at this point, like, no. I've read the new Ultimate Universe because it's what we fans want, but they decide to can it. I don't know what's wrong with Marvel. Like, the editorial is extremely out of touch. Like, come on. Give us... Like, Peter is old enough. Way old enough. You got... He was a perfect evolution before One More Day. Like, he is a fully capable adult. He has Peter luck, yes, but he's mature. He knows how to handle life. And now they just made him into a bumbling buffoon. Well, not a bumbling buffoon, but a guy who's too immature. And they quite literally did the character assassination of MJ. Like, okay, making her the new Venom. Interesting. But the only way to save at this point is for Venom to just say... I like that they're building it up, that they could be getting back together, but it has to be permanent. Like, but it's probably not gonna happen. That Venom is most likely going to be like, woman, you fucked up royally. Like, I was a part of this man. Like, I know him. You fucked up, but you could still fix it, you know. But sadly, Marvel Editorial is the final boss. And we can't have nice things with Marvel Editorial. This is why I'm reading more DC. If DC at least, they're fucking cooking. Especially the Absolute Universe. They're fucking cooking. Snyder just... I don't know what... Snyder was always good. But whatever the fuck they gave Snyder to create the Absolute Universe... By God! Please! Continue! I don't know what type of new workout that fucking fitness maniac has. Continue it! Please, you're fucking cooking! The DCU may have been shit, but god damn, you are cooking. Like, I genuinely like his redemption arc. With, okay, he fucked up the DC cinematic universe. However, Absolute Universe, oh boy. I read DCU more than Marvel, maybe Batman stuff. I think it's Snyder, but I forget. Please Google it. Is it Scott Snyder or Zack Snyder? I'm mixing up because they have the same names. I think they're family as well. That's why. Absolute Joker. He's just that's shit's a xenomorph. I know, isn't it fun? We always say Joker was literally the devil. Now he kinda is a demon. Oh boy, I want that. It's also the funniest part is that everything there is created by Darkseid. Therefore, Darkseid despises fucking Batman. Because look what he's doing to the version he made of him. For his universe. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, Absolute Superman went through hell, sure, but he's capable. What he's fighting against, he can pull his weight. Absolute Batman is punching high. Who wins the fight? Absolute Joker or Titan Joker? Ooh. I would say Absolute Joker. Because here's the thing, Titan Joker was completely, from the Arkham universe, was unstable. You know? This guy... Oh boy, he is absolutely stable. His body is very stable. Oh. Not to say it would be low diff. It probably would be high diff, mid diff. If high diff, generous, mid diff, realistic. Scott Snyder, yeah, okay, and they're not. Okay, then they just have the same fucking last name. Okay, never mind. Yeah, whatever you're giving Scott Snyder, like I knew Scott, like I knew he was a good writer, but I was probably mixing it up with Zach. Whatever you're giving Scott to fucking cook, one, continue to give him that. And two, give it to me. Like, shit, dog, that's fucking some good shit you're giving him. I've yet to read an Absolute Universe. Oh, you should. I think, yeah, I think there is a reading order. I don't know what to like. There is definitely read it in release by release dates. Yeah, that's the safest option. Just read by release dates. That way, because it's clearly going chronological. The plot is clearly chronological by release dates. Because at the beginning it was like an interwoven narrative. I mean, it still is, but I highly recommend it. You are gonna love Absolute Wonder Woman. Oh boy. You're gonna love Absolute Superman. Like, Absolute Superman is vengeance incarnate. Like Snyder is clearly like showing like deep understanding of characters, and he's twisting them to fit the universe that Darkseid created, which is not sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, if you need to know, the Absolute Universe is completely created by Darkseid. Like, the Darkseid you see in comics, that is just his fucking avatar. The real Darkseid can never fucking descend down. Like, currently Marvel is now doing with this series, Avengers Armageddon, where the mother boxes from the Ultimate Universe, which gave people the signature powers of either superheroes or villains, came to the Ultimate Universe because Miles Morales somehow got transported there, and he brought back a couple of them. Like, there is a new Juggernaut. Well, somebody with the powers of the Juggernaut. However, it's the Ultimate Universe Juggernaut. The Ultimate Universe villains are kind of jacked up. So he's gonna be... that's not gonna be your average Juggernaut. Juggernaut in himself is very much a powerhouse. Because Cytorak is God who is currently holding the literal fucking Marvel universe together. It's holding back an entity that could destroy the multiverse. So he's still giving Juggernaut his powers. Colton, basically new Captain America, basically was like the 2001 version of Captain America, where he fucking died and they tried to recreate the super soldier serum, and Colton is like extremely traumatized because of the super soldier serum and stuff like that, the experiments, basically the embodiment of PTSD. He's now basically Marvel's new Superman. It's a mystery whose power he got. Ultimate Hyperion or Ultimate Sentries. Either way, everybody's fucked if he becomes a villain. But they better pray to God he got Hyperion's powers, because Hyperion may be very OP, like Omega level. Hyperion's an Omega level fucking mutant, let's be honest. But Sentry, Sentry's a reality bender. Let's just say, pray to God it's Hyperion. And it's most likely Hyperion. Like, my gut is telling me it's Hyperion. Like, he is the new Hyperion. which is also kind of dumb because 616 Hyperion is, I think, still alive. He's cursed with the fact that it's Marvel editorial forgetting about their heroes. So they're still alive, being reduced to the skeleton might be the rawest comic panel. Yeah, that and Logan. Logan becoming a skeleton or regenerating from a single fucking drop of the blood. There's also a new Wolverine, completely unrelated to Logan, by the way. He somehow got from the mother box the ability to manipulate adamantium, and of course it was the government, the Canadian government, trying to recreate Wolverine. And somehow this guy's kinda better than Wolverine. I don't know if he has his healing factor, maybe he does. But he can completely manipulate adamantium and metal. Completely. And Logan is training him, so... Oh boy. If one thing is consistent with Wolverine is that he's a damn good teacher. Damn good teacher. Like, that guy will completely train you into being a powerhouse. Like Logan was there's a reason why Professor Xavier, when he passed in that comic book, I forgot which one, it's so long ago, but there was a reason why he named Logan as the professor and to carry out his will. Like, Logan is extremely good at teaching people. I know the guy who is the literal embodiment of anger issues is somehow the best fucking teacher. Well, one of the best teachers in Marvel, in the main 616 universe. Amazing, am I right? It's quietly poetic, but kind of makes sense. Like, Logan has seen it all. Like, all. Isn't he like 200 years old at this point? Like, the guy's seen it all. He died a couple of times, came back as well. I'm sad that these hell claws are gone. Like, that was a very good. Does he still? Can he still like? How do I say this? Can he still accelerate his metabolism to the point where his claws basically become heated up? Does he still have that ability? Because that's what he got when he resurrected and had a demon that fucking inside him. Yeah, he. Hey, hello, Sir Darwining. How are you doing? Let me find the stream. We're talking about comic books. Yeah, he did. Actually, he's Canadian, so I don't think he participated. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know his lore anymore. His history is like all over the place. Don't even know he had that. Yeah, like I said, I love me comics. I do know a thing about those. Comics or Warhammer. Or I hope both. Both. Excellent. Because you probably know better than me. It's been so long since I read a fucking comic book. Like, currently I'm really much paying attention to the absolute DC universe. Like, I completely ditched Marvel. Like, I'm paying attention a little bit to what happens to Spider-Man. But because what they're doing to Spider-Man, I'm just like the low effort in general, like I don't. The fact that they let Zeb Wells make a self-insert character named Paul in the midst of his divorce, cucking Peter. Stop after wall the runs, and that's about it. Just give Peter a win. Just give him, like, here's the thing, they want him to make him relatable to younger generations. Like, bitch, he's fucking 30. He's near 30. He's like canonically in my age a little bit, or for something like. He's a grown ass fucking man. Make Miles the fucking Spider-Man for teens, all right, for young adults. Just give Peter a fucking win this time. Like, just give him a concrete love interest. You fucking resurrected Gwen Stacy. Yeah, Paul Badger, go into. I know you're trolling, but go into the penis explosion chamber. Yes, Paul basically is a self-insert Zeb Wells character that was specifically made by the editorial Quesada, who is also very much divorced. I should have been crippling to decide if he can afford to live in New York anymore. I mean, he can still do that and be married. Yeah, like Paul is a fucking self-insert of both Quesada and Zeb Wells. And yeah, like I said, Quesada divorced. Zeb Wells, when that was happening, was in the divorce procedures, alright? They cucked fucking Peter. And now in Venom, I think 2.5, not, I mean, they kind of fleshed out a little bit. Like, Mary Jane properly apologized. She thought he was dead, but because in her unit, the time where she was stuck in moved differently. She thought because Peter didn't come there after 4 years, which for Peter it was a couple of days, like he was fucking dead. And granted, the illusion children and stuff like that messed her up. I get that, but it was still cucking. Like, I don't like the fact that you're making the new guy writing this have to cover your fucking ass because because you hate women because of your fucking ex-wife. Oh, come on, man, Zeb. Like, Zeb Wells used to be a fucking good writer, but anything Spider-Man related, he like vents out all of his fucking pent-up frustrations. Like, it's not funny. I'm just trying Inhumans comments, no one could read those in self-insert. He actually, I think, wrote the Inhuman comics, and it's one of his best works. Like, Zeb Wells can write. It's just he's notorious for somehow, some way, agreeing and further emboldening the editorial. Like, it was his idea to make Peter eternally miserable. Like, it's Zeb Wells' idea. Here's the thing. I just love the fact that during when Ben Reilly was filling in for Peter, and also screwing with him a little bit because of that, because Peter got transported into space and he became temporarily a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a pretty damn good series. It's mid, but it's not that bad. Mary Jane came out to how do I say this? Admit that she is Venom, and Ben Reilly was like, "Oh," and I thought it was basically, like, I'm paraphrasing, but like, "Oh, I thought you grew a pair of balls to apologize to me and say we're gonna make up. Well, you're not. So so bye." And he just slams the door. Ben, thank you. Oh boy, like, it was like, man, that. I know for a fact he admitted that he wanted to show the frustration of the fandom with that. No, here's the thing. It's very good. However, because of what happened with Paul and stuff like that, it's shit. But her being Venom is one of the good things. It's very well written. It's very well written. Because it's and why it's well written? It's because none of the Spider-Man fucking editorials editors are in charge of that. So it's good. Oh, you're gonna love what happened to Eddie then. Eddie's Carnage. He's basically, well, actually, Carnage now escaped. But yeah, he was basically his Carnage's prison cell. And Carnage hated being with Eddie because Eddie was completely controlling him. But he then bonded with Peter during the Spiral series, where basically it was a whole series of where Peter and MJ are kind of slowly fixing their relationship. But also, also further explored Peter's lore of the Parker family. Spoiler. Actually no, it's a recent comic, so I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it just in case. But it's a massive plot point revolving around Aunt May and Ben Parker. But I can't say MJ kills him. Venom and MJ basically say, yeah, fuck, this guy is gonna continue hounding Peter. And then say, why do you love Peter? MJ was shocked, but she didn't say no. It was obvious to see that she actually still has the feelings for Peter, but she just doesn't want to fucking admit it because she's extremely guilty of what she done to Peter, which she should. But I think it's like too little too late with it. Like they completely did MJ's character assassination. They also just won't fucking make it permanent. Like this editorial won't make it permanent. While so they will just find a way to break them up. And I'm just like I said, they fucking resurrected Gwen Stacy. Yeah, she's the new Gwenpool. They resurrected her, and she kind of had her little stint, and they fucking didn't touch her ever since. But she's technically still now alive, resurrected. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like you can see the desperation. Like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't follow that deeply. I'm more into Midnight Suns. Okay, understandable. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, like at this point, you resurrected Gwen Stacy, his first love interest. Just fucking make them married. Do the Ultimate Universe Peter as being canon with MJ, and just marry her. Be resurrect her. Might as well make it permanent and fuck off. Like God Almighty, save my soul. Like I have this is the Marvel writers haven't know what they're doing for a while now. Yeah, DC didn't as well. But after they fucking retcon New 52, like after New 52, when they brought back, when basically they brought the one. Yeah, from the blue guy from the Watchmen. I forgot his name at this point, but you know what I mean. When they basically brought back the the main line and canned New 52, but kept some of the best stories from New 52 canon. DC has been cooking. Like they brought back OG Superman. Like the New 52 Superman was like some kind of an aspiration or something like that. I don't know. And the New 52 Superman, the OG Superman was there. Granted, they had this little bit of a fit where they're basic. I mean, I don't like how they basically made two, one canon. I don't like what they did to Tim Drake. Like he was Stephanie Brown's man always. And then they suddenly made him bi. I think that was a rash fucking decision to grab some points. And I think they're just gonna make because Tim Drake's stories numbers wise don't sell a lot, so they're probably gonna fucking bring back Stephanie Brown as bad. Because there's a reason why they kept him bi. They made him bi is because well he's back to Stephanie Brown again. Hey, you're happy now, right? But still, basically, and Superman's son, like his partner, basically cannot die. He's untouchable. And like, okay, so fair enough, but you didn't give him any stakes now, and it's kind of boring. So, yeah, just make. Yeah, and meanwhile, they have a plethora of fucking canonically queer characters that they refuse to fucking develop, like Batwoman. When's the last time anybody saw Batwoman? Seriously, when? When? No one. For a year, decade, maybe more. Like, seriously, like, you could just do that instead. Like, bring back Stephanie Brown and Tim Drake because they're a match made in heaven. It's like Dick Grayson and Starfire or Barbara Gordon. Personally, I prefer the Starfire relationship he had with her. I think that was far more emotional and far more organic. But Babs is a good touch, so I'm not gonna bitch about that, honestly. But I prefer Starfire. I think that was a much more organic relationship than Barbara and Dick. I want Jason to finally have a fucking dub in his for once in his life. I like to enjoy from all the stories. Yeah, Tim is basically, if Damien didn't exist, Tim would likely be the Batman. He's the best detective out of the Robins. Like, Tim is like basically proto Batman. Like, I know Dick is the first one and he deserves to be a Batman. Like, his run as Batman was glorious when Bane broke Batman's back. Like, Tim's run as Batman was glorious. Like, he deserves the cowl, but he cemented himself as his own hero. Like, he cemented himself as Nightwing. I can't see him as nothing but Nightwing. Tim, absolutely, I can see him as Batman. So Damien, and Damien also, because he's the son of Batman, deserves to be Batman. But I think Tim absolutely deserves to be the next one. Should Bruce retire the cowl? Like, Tim is an extremely good candidate. Also, I just like the fact that DC isn't shy of not just kaputting important characters, but here's the best part: keeping them dead. Like, Alfred is dead. They killed him off 10 years ago. He's still dead. And I like how they're portraying Bruce. Tim should, yeah, I think Tim should be first, then Damien. Like, that's my thing. I think Tim should be when Bruce retires, if he retires. But then somehow they Bruce found a drug where it reversed his bodily aging. He's now back into physical condition, even though he's in his 40s. Yeah, he has a body of a 20-year-old again. But heavily roided up. Like, biologically, he's 20. He still looks like he's 40, but like, his knees don't hurt and shit. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. But if Bruce ever wants to quit, like, Tim should be the fucking Batman. Damien should be his Robin, and then Damien should fill in the cowl after Tim. Absolutely. Like, Todd cemented himself as Red Hood. Dick cemented himself as Nightwing. Like, Tim deserves to be. But I mean, he kind of temporarily has retired. Like, he absolutely Tim is currently like retired. He's not doing superhero stuff. Batman also kind of ordered him to actually be a civilian for once to live his life, because the stress was getting to him. Like, he was absolutely not doing right, and he's with his partner currently and stuff like that. But I think how they're setting up Cassandra, it's highly likely they're gonna bring them back together, because they sidelighted him because every story that he was in, where he was the main guy and stuff like that, wasn't selling after this little retcon. Because spoiler alert, a lot of people did not like that fucking retcon. It was so how do I say this? Just shoved in. It was shoved in. There was no build up. There was nothing. Like all of a sudden, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on, man. But yeah, absolutely. Like, I hope that they pull themselves together. I also want them to how do I say this? Build up Kane, because here's the thing: Kane and Tim Drake are legally adopted by Bruce. Like they have the Wayne surname, and she's currently like with Nightwing, learning and stuff like that. And I want them to build her up because she was like Tim, like Damien, trained to be assassin, but she wasn't well off like Damien. Like, I mean, Damien's the fucking grandchild of Ra's al Ghul, the son of Batman. Like, the boy is fucking how do I say this? Born with not a silver but a gold spoon. All right. She wasn't, and her build up is like super. And I want her to see a little bit more of the stories because she currently is living with Nightwing. And it's gonna be amazing because if one thing Dick is good at is being a teacher. Like, Grayson is extremely good at teaching other superheroes. Like, he's currently the de facto leader of the Justice League. When the Justice League was kind of sidelined, they had to go in hiding basically because the whole world hated them. The Titans became the new Justice League, and Tim basically took on the leadership role. And at this point, like, he kind of cemented himself as the future leader of the superheroes of the DC universe, which absolutely is deserved. Like, Dick's leadership skills is far better than Batman's. I mean, granted, Dick, he was always empathetic. Like, Batman was cold and calculated, but he was always empathetic. There's a reason why Batman became more human after he got Dick. Oh, that sounded wrong. When Grayson became Robin, the first Robin, because Grayson was always like empathetic. And he continues to be that, which is a core trait of his, which is excellent. But because of that, he's an extremely good teacher, extremely good leader. Like, I would rather listen to his orders. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Actually, I want to end because I've streamed for 3.5 hours. It's 10 p.m. I want to rest. I'm already starting to shake. We have shaky hands, and my eyes are starting to hurt. So, we're nearly done. Like, we're 90% done. I'm gonna finish this off stream. So stick around. We're gonna be raiding. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, I was gonna finish anyway. So let's find somebody to raid. If anybody has a person who they know, well, let me just end it here. Thank you all on the red side. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. There we go.